like
Just pick a position and stick with it.
I know. We'll practice. um
Dal's
Gosh.
messing with a new toy over there. She got a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
Mike little thingamajig. So she's trying to figure out where she wants it.
I know, this is all new stuff. It's kind of cool. It makes me
She's
like
up in her
feel and
ante.
look professional.
As long as we look professional, it's
I know.
okay.
We are. But we also want to look the part. No, just kidding.
Oh my gosh, that's too
Oh my
funny.
god. I know.
How was your
Anyways, how are
week?
you?
Catch me up.
Oh gosh. I don't remember. Just busy, I guess. I just posted, it was so funny. Because last night I was talking to my sister and she's like, do you want to go like handle your kids? I'm like, oh, can't right now. All she heard, and okay, are your daughters like this or have they been like this? And I'm sure it's just the age thing, but they are constantly at each other's throats. Like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
sitting there having dinner. Don't look at me. He's looking at my direction. No, you are. He's hiding his stuff. Like,
Yes, absolutely. It's
don't
not an age
breathe.
thing, it's a sibling thing. I mean, in all
Right.
honesty, like I've had to calm them down, but like yesterday, you'd be so proud of me. I was so regulated, it was crazy. Like I don't even think that I raised my voice maybe once yesterday and they were at
Nice.
it. They were at it. And I
Oh,
was like,
mine
hey,
too.
yo, hey, take a chill pill. Like it ain't that deep. And I'm like, hey, yo, it's like my oldest, because like right now
Yeah.
she's in that tween stage where I don't, it's probably a mix of her trying to navigate becoming a teenager or a tween and also the hormone situation going through puberty and all
Mm.
the big emotions that she's
Mm.
experiencing because I've noticed it like elevated over the last couple of days where anytime she opens her mouth it's with a dang attitude
Mm.
and I was like
Yeah.
yo, I'm not sure who you're mad at or what you're mad about, but like I didn't do it. Like I'm like, can we fix the tone? Every like other sentence out of my mouth lately is fix your tone or fix your face. Because I'm telling you, she was like snarling at me the other day. Yesterday, she was snarling at me because her dad asked her to do something. Actually asked both the kids to do something. And I said, no, I said, Kalia can do it because the baby Camden had been helping him all morning. Like they cleaned out the fridge for me. She was helping him do little odds and ends. Meanwhile, my oldest was on the phone. Granted, she asked permission for it. So I was
Hmm.
like, yeah, sure. But 15 minutes turned into about an hour and I just kind of let it go because I was like, she ain't bothering anybody and she's not
Yeah.
snapping anybody like head off. Like let's just leave her alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I was like, no, I was like, Kalia can do it because she's been helping, or I said, Camden's been helping you all morning, daddy. Like, and he's like, you know what, you're right. And then I think she like kind of took offense to that. And I was like, I don't know who you're mad at. I'm like, but everybody's been kind of contributing in this household all morning except for you. So
Hmm.
there's that part. I'm like,
Yeah.
nobody is over here treating you like Cinderella, like where you're like serving all of us and doing all the things. Like, and then she like went to grab the recycled trash can because I was like, wait, before you get started, take the recycles out. She like snatched it, or it was the trash can or something. And like she like snarled at me, like looked at me, and I said, fix your face right now. I said, I don't know who you're freaking looking at right now. I said, but that ain't it, sis. But it's literally my face. It's my face looking at my face, but like
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
into me. But I'm like, yo,
Love that.
because
I know.
like it takes all of my healed version like to not go snatch her. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, who the
Yeah.
fuck are you looking at like that? Like, we about to
That
fucking fight.
Oh, the looks. I know my eldest too, that like faces, and it's just like, where'd you get that? And then I'm like,
You're like, me?
me. But yeah, it's like it just over like even breathing, humming, singing.
Mm-hmm.
Mom,
You're too
he's
loud.
singing. Yeah, you're too loud. He's singing, and I told him to stop, and he won't. And it's like, no, he doesn't have to. I'm like, look the other direction.
Or
Go
go
over
to a different room.
there. Go to a different, exactly, right? And like even me for sure, totally regulated. At one point I'm like, you know what, y'all deal with it.
Y'all figure it
I
out.
just
Pretty
left it
much.
out, left
Well, I
it,
mean,
walked
that's
away.
kind of what they have to do at a certain point, though, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
you
Because
do.
if you're
Yeah.
fielding them all the time, they're going to
Oh
rely
yeah.
on it. And like, they're just going to be like annoying the crap out of you. So there's some
Oh
days too where I'm either like separate rooms or y'all figure it out because it's also teaching them life skills on how to deal with people, right? Because you're
Oh
always
my
going to
gosh,
have
yeah.
those annoying people, whether it's at the
Yeah.
store or at work or in school. Like, it's just, it is what it is. But also,
But
too,
when
I've had to have a
yeah.
conversation with my youngest, like, hey, she's just navigating through some stuff. You're going to go through it too. Like, don't take it personally. Like, if she's really bugging out that bad, like, just walk away and let her
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
I started
Yeah,
calling her
exactly,
Riley
right?
yesterday, so it pissed her off. Riley from Inside
Is that
Out.
from yeah, I was gonna say is that from
Mhm. I'm like, hi, Riley. Riley, oh, Riley. And she was like, stop it. And then I made her
Mario
laugh
Alvin
about
does that too.
something.
But that's
Yeah.
a great strategy, and I've read that about parenting. It's like you turn it around, like
Mhm.
just be playful and fun with them,
Oh, yeah. But it
right?
annoyed the shit out of her even more because I made her
Okay, that
laugh
can
about
happen too.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did something and she was like, she laughed and then she was like, you're annoying me. And I said, well, same, but I still love you.
Or and when they do love each other, they love each other, and it's like
Yes, it's so weird.
we were
It's,
yeah we were playing they're playing baseball after school, and his brother's sitting there on his backpack, and like he comes up and he's like, hey Devin, come with me, like the
yeah.
compassion and kindness, and like, don't worry, I'll teach you, I'll show you, you can play whatever position you want. And I'm like, oh.
But sometimes I ask because I'm such an asshole like that. I'm like, what are you trying to get at right now? Like, what do you want? What do you want from me or her? Like,
No,
is this
it
an
was
act?
yeah,
Is
it
this
was
an act,
true.
or is
It
is
wasn't.
this like genuine?
It was pure genuine. Like I was like, wow, good. You know what? Fine. I am doing my job. Like that's
You
okay. I
are.
think
That's
all of us
natural.
parents have to deal. But this is childhood, right? And
Yeah.
but sometimes we do. We question ourselves as parents, like, what the fuck? Like, am I the only one that is doing this? And that's why I always say, like, if you don't have kids, you don't know. Okay, you do not know the
Yeah, you
like how
don't.
the capacity, mental capacity, emotional capacity, and what you have to hold, and what you have to
Hmm.
learn about yourself and be there for them. And hear your dog growling.
I know. Oh, it's his snorting. He's already
Snorting,
laid up.
snorting.
He's already like posted up loafing. Like he's all clean and freshly bathed and he's feeling himself and he's like, okay, it's nappy time.
Yeah, yeah.
Gang's all here.
But
Cats on the bed, dogs on the chair. Like a kid or two will probably walk in a little bit. What it is,
oh,
what it
I'm
is.
sure mine will too. Like I have them watching TV. I made them, usually they get up, they'll watch a little bit, and I'm like, half an hour this morning. That's it. I'm like, you guys can watch it later. So made them save it for now. So we'll see if they hop on in here at some point.
I'm sure they will. It's not
Anyways,
a big deal.
okay. So you guys aren't alone. I'm not alone. It's all of
No,
us.
you're not. It's absolutely a sibling thing all the
Oh
time.
yeah,
And then I
yeah,
think too, I wonder, and people can chime in after they listen to this. I wonder because you have two boys and I have two girls. I wonder if
yeah.
sometimes it's more amplified because they're the same gender.
Yeah, yeah, I know my
Or is
sister
it the
too. I was talking
same?
to my
I don't
sister.
know.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was on the phone with my sister while this was happening, and her daughter in the background. She's like, me and my sister fight like that too. I'm like, oh, thank you.
How
That
funny!
helps.
All chiming in on the adult conversation. That is too funny.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
okay.
hilarious.
Well, go
Are we
ahead,
segueing?
Carmi. Yeah,
Okay,
let's
we'll
segue.
segue.
Yeah, we'll stop talking
All
about
right,
ourselves.
guys. Well, welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Cycle, Redefining Weight Loss, Health, and Mom Life. And today we've had to pivot a little bit. Pivot, hey, what do you know? Being a
There
little
you
bit
go.
flexible. We had something else planned, but it is what it is. So today on the fly, we're going to talk about meal timing, snacking, all those things.
Yes.
Does it matter? Maybe, maybe not. Is there a blueprint for it? Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not. It depends.
Is it black and white? Maybe, maybe not. It depends. So there's that part. Y'all hate us for that, but it's the truth. And
Yes.
so I'll put it out there. Any coach, influencer, whatever, who is speaking in absolutes, making it seem like it is black and white, liar, 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 pants
Red
on fire.
flag. Red flag.
Red
Yes.
flag.
Yes.
And I will say
yes.
that, and I will say that in an absolute because we all know that everything is unique and individual, and it always depends on who you are as a person, your life in that moment, and all the things.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I've been hearing this from some of my clients lately. It's been oh my God, I'm yawning, guys. Sorry.
She's
It's
yawning
been,
and stretching.
yeah.
She's coming out of hibernation.
It's been a common theme that's been coming up. I posted about it the other day. And like let's I think we should talk about snacks
Okay.
first. And so yeah, like do you or do you not snack? It depends. So we, because we often hear, and it is true, like I learned this on my journey, and Carmi, maybe you can also share your experience. Initially, when I first started, I had way more wiggle room and flexibility. So snacks did make up, a larger portion of my calories than they do, or now, if I were to go into fat loss phase. As the closer I got to my goal, the further I had to get away. I had to like really look at my snacking habits
Mm.
because there's a lot of things going on here, a lot of variables at play, a lot of things about snacks themselves. Because when we tend to talk about snacks, we usually correlate them to pantry items,
Yeah,
meaning,
like the chips
yeah,
or like
chips,
a handful of
cookies.
nuts or popcorn or which is not it's not that they're quote unquote bad
No,
or
no.
an item that you shouldn't be having, but it's about like fine tuning it, I guess.
Yeah, because those snacks tend to be very calorically dense. So, like high in calories, low volume food, right? Like two cookies for 150 calories versus half a cup of cottage cheese
Mm-hmm.
and maybe some fruit, for example, which is going to sustain you, keep you full longer than two
Yeah.
cookies will. Two cookies is
Yes.
like nothing, nothing. Like it does nothing for your hunger. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
We know that. And so when I first started, I was snacking on like cookies and I'd have some chips or I'd have this or that. And then the closer I got to, like a lower weight and didn't have as many calories to work with, I realized, okay, I need to start shifting because I'm feeling hungry. It's not
Mm.
doing anything for me. Yes, does it bring me joy? Cool. Okay, so what can I do to include these snacks? But also, like, Carmi and I always talk about this. It's not about taking away, it's about adding. So it's like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
have the cookie, but maybe not have three, have one,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And
And then
have
what can
a
you,
Greek yogurt with it or
yeah,
something.
what can you add to it that's more nutrient dense? Because that's another thing. Like when you allow snacks to take up more room in your calorie allotment, well, that means you have a higher likelihood of being nutrient deficient.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
And
Yes.
so yeah, so some things that like I've recommended recently to my clients, it's like, yeah, it's not about taking away. Let's just keep the cookie, and what else can you add? Let's start there. It's not about like taking your snacks away in the evening, but instead of taking up like 500-600 calories, let's reduce that to maybe like 300 for now.
Mm-hmm.
And let's work with that, right? And
Yep.
maybe can you add a piece of fruit to whatever it is that you're eating? So yeah, so with snacks, that's kind of how I come at it. And my experience has been because I don't want to take out those things, and
Right.
does it affect fat loss for a lot of people? It can. And it's for those reasons that I just mentioned and that we just talked about, right? That it doesn't keep you full, that it takes up a lot of room in your calorie budget. And by the end of the day, then you're just hungry.
Yeah. I mean, so full circle, kind of circling back to where you're saying, um, if you guys didn't catch on to that, essentially what Dal was trying to say is let's give somebody who has a 15,000 calorie budget and one of their snacks is
1,500.
500 or I'm sorry,
1,500.
1500.
Yeah.
1500 and one of their snacks is 500 calories. That means that you only get 1,000 calories left for the rest of your day for the other 3 meals that you're going to eat. Can it work? Can you make it happen? Yes. But are your meals portions probably going to be smaller? Yes. So the idea is to still allow you to have that snack, but maybe reduce the, I guess, caloric density of it by instead of the 3 cookies, have the 1 cookie and add in either cottage cheese or Greek yogurt to kind of round out that meal and make it more quote unquote balanced, and then allow you to have a better portion size of the rest of your meals that are more nutrient dense, more well rounded, and provide all of those macronutrients and micronutrients that are going to help you stay full and feeling well and fueled properly. So that's essentially what she was trying to get at.
Yeah, so snacking isn't the problem in itself. It's like the portion control, portions, the quality, right? And it's also timing. Like, when are those snacks happening? And if, it's how you use them. So if you're using them, just say, for example, between, what I do is between lunch and dinner, cool. That helps you bridge the gap between lunch and dinner, and that hunger that you may feel going into dinner. That's a great way to utilize a snack.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a snack, like, even, we'll get into meal timing here, but like, if you want a snack before bedtime, go ahead, have it. Yes, you'll hear, oh, it's not good for digestion, it's not good for sleep. Yeah, maybe for some, but I know for me, if I eat at 6 and I'm not going to sleep till 10, like, I need something closer to
Yeah.
bedtime. I'll be starving. And also, it helps me sleep when I do eat a decent sized snack before bed. So it's how you utilize these snacks. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not just like, okay, I'm, saving all my calories for snacks at the end of the night. Like,
Yeah.
we don't want to be doing that either.
No,
So again,
but it's
it comes
also
down to
being
context.
strategic though
Yeah,
too. So
strategic.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, I just got the Ninja Creamy Swirl. So it's
Yeah.
the upgraded version of the creamy. Um, a lot of people know that they kind of want that evening snack or evening dessert. So they've resorted to things like the creamy. And that's
Yeah.
wonderful. But I did ask one of my coworkers and one of my girlfriends, like, I'm like, do y'all really like slam a whole pint?
I
Because I
can't.
can't.
I
I
can't
can't.
either. It's like
Because I
so.
did, yeah, I made a
Whew.
protein one, like a protein
Yeah.
froyo, using it was like like the Samoas, the Girl Scout cookies. Now they're called Caramel Delights because we have to be PC
Ooh.
about it.
Mm,
So I made a creamy version of that, and it was so good. But I
yum.
only had like maybe not even half of it, like maybe a third of it, maybe even a quarter of it, and I was kind of done because it was just
Hmm.
it was
It's a
still, it was
lot.
very fulfilling. It was still rich. It hit all those endorphins and all those like craving, like the sweet tooth cravings that I had, and I was good with it.
Right.
Um, but that's essentially something that you can kind of strategically plan. Black Friday's coming up, all the sales are coming up, holidays and stuff like that. Like maybe a lot some finances towards buying something like that if you know you are that person that needs the evening snack, that craves sweets, and then you can kind
Hmm.
of utilize something like a Ninja Creamy or a yogurt bowl that has some protein powder that's on the sweeter side that hits those flavor profiles that you like, and have something like that. It's just about knowing you, knowing your habits, knowing what you crave, and also being able to accommodate that. Because again, it's not about, no, you can't have the snack. Because I think people
Hmm.
saying that you shouldn't eat because it affects digestion, I'm going to say, and this is not up my wheelhouse, I'm not a professional, a medical
No.
professional, but I'm going to say that it's probably people who eat like shit that have digestion issues in the
Could
first place.
be. Yeah, it could
Because
be.
if you're eating, because even you are a testament to you changing your lifestyle, changed a lot of your digestive
Oh my
issues that you were
gosh.
having. So
Yeah.
I'm going to argue that if you're probably somebody who already eats well and prioritizes your health and wellness, it's probably not something that you really need to highlight or worry about too much.
And
Granted, if
just
you
try
have
it
some kind of
out.
medical condition, then yeah, there you go. Try it. Fuck
Try
around,
it.
find out,
Try it.
see.
Yeah, don't just look at these like black and white statements and say, yep, it's not going to work for me. No, try it out. It may
Yeah.
work for you, right? And
Mhm.
and like you said, is it the actual snack before bed, or is it the shitty eating throughout the day? And there's my son. Told you. Yes.
Hey,
Can
Q.
you have a brownie?
A fiber brownie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Let me.
Yeah, you both of you
That's
can.
all.
Yeah. Okay, there
Oh,
we go. Anyways. uh,
mom. That's how when they're trying to butter me up when they want something, it's not mom, it's mom or
Mom, yeah.
mama,
And then it's like,
mommy.
it's that face like, thank you. Instead of,
I love you. You're my hero. You're the best mom in
the
the world.
voice, girl, the voice and tone changes.
Of
Like, or when
course.
they find out we're going somewhere or doing
Yeah.
something cool, then they're like, ooh, ooh, love
Yeah.
you, mom,
Yeah,
love you, mom.
yeah. That's my kids today. I'm totally about the bribery today because I have to go to a Target that's not my normal Target. And then they were
Hmm.
asking to go to Five Below because we have one opening. They thought it was open. They didn't read it all the way. I said, reading is key,
Okay.
guys. It says opens November 21st, and
What
all
is
I read
it?
was open a Five Below. So it's
What's a Five Below?
everything is $5 and below supposedly. Like so
Okay, at
think
least
like
they're real. At least they're not like the dollar store. And my son goes in there. He's like, "Mom, nothing's a dollar." I'm like, He's like, "They're lying." I'm like, "That's
yeah,
marketing for
well,
you."
back in
Lesson.
the day it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um
Okay,
so
five and
this
below.
Yeah, so I told them on Friday, like at some point this weekend, I'll take them, and so I told them after we're done recording and after you and I are done catching up, I will take them.
Right.
And this morning they're like, "Mommy, are we going?" I said, "Yeah, as long as you don't piss me off."
Girl, why are you putting that on them?
Listen, I am so calm and zen this weekend, and I realized what I needed, and it was really just to.
No brownies.
Oh, hold on. He's back. Okay,
Hello,
go.
Grandpa.
Okay, go.
No brownies.
Sure.
I heard.
This is real life. Yeah, what'd you hear? What'd you hear?
I heard something about there's not something, or can I have something different?
Yeah. He's like, "There's no brownies. Can I have a bear paw?"
Yeah, I told him I wouldn't. So what was I saying?
Oh, but the
I
Five
can't
Below.
remember.
Sorry, five.
Oh no, it's okay. It was I just basically told them like just don't piss me off. But like
don't
I'm
piss
so
me off.
I was
You're
because I'm so zen this weekend because I realized like I just needed to slow down. So I made sure that
Yeah.
meal prep was really or ingredient prep was really low end for me today. I literally just did like stuff that just needed to go into the oven.
Yeah.
And very low level. And yesterday I was all the way like just kind of checked out. We had family time. We're having family time again today. And I realized like when I'm really kind of out of sorts, I kind of just got to take it back to home, slow down, and really just reconnect. Because I realized that like my family, like being reconnected and tuning back into them, like my girls and my husband, is really what centers me.
For
And
sure.
so I woke up this morning just feeling very like, okay.
Zen. Zen Carmie.
Well, we all saw the
Not
sass
no
come out
more.
on Friday.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, this is fucking stupid. But
Oh,
anyways.
the Starbucks cups, God. The sass, yes. Anyways, we're totally, but like,
So-
I don't know if you guys saw Carmie's reel, but it was all about that dumb Starbucks bear cup that everyone is going crazy over. And she just posted like, if you could spend $300 and wait in line for hours on this cup, like, come on. Where are your priorities at? Like,
yeah,
you can go
like
to
you
the
got time to
gym.
work out. You can go get a gym membership, or you can hire a
Especially
coach.
if you're using those as your reasons not to do the thing, right? Like, come on, right? Yeah, I get it, but yeah, the sass was out.
Yeah, I'm really trying to be like on my softer area side, you know, because you make me a little softer, but then sometimes like I have to choose violence, and I gotta coach from a place with love, like tough love, and so like I call it spicy sasshole. Like she comes back.
Spicy sasshole, I love that.
Yeah, sometimes she comes back. She got to come back sometimes.
Girl, we all have that. Even I have it. Like, trust me, I have it too.
You're a little bit more gentle than me, though. Some days I'm just like, oh, I chose violence. I just took out the sword. It's all bloody and drippy.
Girl, I am telling you, like, when I'm on Instagram, sometimes I'm like, oh, like, I just use that whole 24-hour rule. Like, don't comment, write it out, don't comment, and come back. And honestly, I scroll past. No one cares what I have to say. I don't care what you have to say. You know, yes, do I want to be out there and at least telling the audience like, no, that's wrong? Yeah, for sure. But I'll just do it on my own feed. You know, you'll see it on my page, and I don't need to be visiting others' pages or, you know, stitching shit. And for some people, yeah, cool, that works. And it depends on how it's done. But for me, that's just not the case. And I have another interruption. Please hold.
That's fine. and see.
Yes. You know what, though?
Was that your oldest?
Yeah. You know what?
I can tell the difference.
Yeah, he whispered. He knows. He understands boundaries. You know what's funny? And I love this, but like, I was just thinking about this. I was sitting there. So they had all of their Halloween candy. Like, I still haven't gone. We went through and separated, but sprawled out on the table. And we were like, okay, like, just take 10 pieces of candy. That's what you guys are keeping. The rest we're going to donate, right? And it's there. It's been there since Halloween. And they always ask. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they
Yeah.
always just ask. They're not just going for it. They're not sneaking it. They're not like hiding it. They're not eating it behind my back. Like, they're actually just, they recognize, and I'm actually kind of proud of this. Like, not that
Yeah.
they can't, they know it's not that they can't have it. They just know, like, oh, we know we can only have a couple pieces, right? And we're
Yeah.
going to ask before we can. Even when they go into the pantry, if it's like for a bear paw or for something out of the pantry, they don't just go to the pantry and go grab what they want and eat at, whatever to their heart's
Hmm.
desire. No, they always ask. And
My kids are the
kind
same
of
way
love
though.
that, right? Yeah, are
Yeah,
yours? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
no, the mine are like that too. Like but not because they like I'll stop them from eating, but they're just like if
No.
they know they need a snack or they want a snack, like they'll go to the pantry, look around, and then like grab what they're kind of feeling for, and they're like, "Mom, can I have this?" Yeah, sure.
And what a great, okay, like, let's bring this all together with snacking. They also understand, we've taught them, like, if you're going to have something from the pantry, go ahead, cool, but we're also going to have a piece of fruit, or we're also going to have
Mm-hmm.
some protein. We're going to have something more nutrient dense. I mean, of course, they don't know what nutrient dense means specifically. We're teaching them
Mm-hmm.
slowly, they will, but just, something that provides your body more. And so they
Yeah.
get it.
Can I
And
have another small treat?
no,
Someone got one?
no, he didn't. He just had one.
Yeah, but you told me we can have another small
Okay,
treat.
go. See, this is what happens when you have unsupervised kids. You're just like, fine, just go, just
You're
grab
like,
it.
yes,
Like,
yes. Hey,
yeah,
but really though, full circle moment, it's about picking and
yeah,
choosing your battles at this
yeah.
point. It's because honestly, your kids are not ever like in a moment where they're overindulging.
No,
So at this moment, like, okay, sure, I got to get this
yeah,
done. Like, y'all are bugging, but like, go
yeah,
ahead. Whatever keeps
yeah.
you out of this room.
I mean, I could pause and have a conversation with them, and like we could pause the podcast and be like, no, blah blah blah. But it doesn't concern me. That's the thing,
Yeah.
because there's
Hmm.
flexibility.
Hmm.
It doesn't happen all the time,
Yep.
and it's like cool, right? So yeah,
Hmm.
but
But like
there
my
you
kids
go.
are the same way though, because today like we made the creamy bases yesterday.
Yeah.
My littlest helped. She's so cute. She loves being in the kitchen with me. So she was over there
Oh,
helping me
she's so
blend
cute.
everything up.
Yeah,
She's my
I
little
love
sous
her.
chef.
Yeah.
So they know today, like they're so excited because we're gonna try to like we tried out a Dole Whip recipe.
Hmm.
I don't know if you know what those are, right?
The doll, like, yeah, I
like
know. I
like
saw
the ones at
your
Disney, yeah, the ones at Disneyland, and then
like
also like you go to
fruity.
Hawaii. So
Okay,
it's a pineapple base. So the
right.
recipe that I got was using condensed milk and canned pineapple. And so you just
Mm,
freeze it. You mix it up, and then with a little bit of the pineapple juice, mix it up, and then I guess once I put it in the creamy, it'll crush everything up.
right.
So it's supposed to be a Dole Whip. So they know we're having like a whole like froyo party today with movie night.
Yeah.
So
Exciting.
they already know like they're not even going to bother to ask for any other sweets, and not because
Right.
it's like that's just like sweets are bad. No, they just know that everything has to be in moderation, and they
Right.
want to go full send with the froyo. I'm going to put out like mix-ins and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
open it,
Oh.
and even someone can open it.
Hold
It's
on.
slippery.
That's okay. But yeah, we're doing like a full little situation, and they just know
Yeah.
like it's going to be
Yeah.
fun.
I think that's so exciting, and like it's good for them too. They get to wait, right?
Yeah,
1 second. I'm just opening up a
delay,
wrapper of.
delayed gratification.
I know, right? Yeah. There you go. Okay. Please don't come back now unless it's an emergency. Okay.
You're sugared up. Don't bother me.
Oh, Carmi. Oh my gosh. Okay.
But
So
listen, time out though. Time out.
yeah.
Let's have a 2 snaps and a clap for how regulated you are, because old me and old you would have been like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out.
Like, why do you keep bothering me? Like, I told you not to. No, we don't.
We
Yeah,
would have
not
paused.
that.
We would have paused
Yeah.
and turned into hags and started
Yeah.
screaming at the top of our lungs. And the fact that you're like, okay, yeah, okay, now please, now, honey, please don't bother me
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
working.
Unless it's an emergency.
Okay, now I got one. What's up? Yes. Okay, bye. Love ya.
Okay. See. Yes. Yes.
We We told you guys. We told you. Like on cue. Maybe we shouldn't have even said it though, because it was literally like we said it, we put it out into the universe, and on cue it happened. So I
I
guess it's kind of
know.
good that we didn't have our original plan today.
Oh, that is so true. Oh my
The
gosh, I didn't
universe
even
works in
think of
wonderful
that.
ways.
Yes, because we were supposed to have a guest today, which we will
Yes.
still. We're going to
Yes.
reschedule that, but
Yes.
okay.
The
Yeah.
universe said, "Hey, today's probably not a good day because
I
you're
know.
gonna
And
look
now,
very unprofessional."
but this is the thing you learn, right? So the lesson
Mhm.
here is next for that episode when there is a guest, it's going to be like, here are your snacks. Here's your drinks. This is what you're allowed to have, nothing more. What you can have right now. And that's it.
On your life, do not open that door unless somebody's
And
bleeding or not breathing.
yeah, and don't go poo. Like, just don't hold it in for the little
Oh,
one.
God bless your soul. You haven't reached the level yet where they can just go do it on their own.
I know. The older
You're
one
almost
can,
there,
but
though. You're almost there. You're
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. That's another stipulation I'll have to put, like, a list of do's and don'ts.
You better hold it or you better do it before. You're like, listen, these are your timers on when you can have your bowel movement.
Yeah.
Between 6 and 7:30 or 9:30 in the rest of the day.
Right. Okay. So going back to snacks. So what do you usually have for snacks, Carmie?
I actually typically will make, so here's the thing, here's the nuance on it, okay? I think it also too, snacking, meal timing, scheduling also depends on your schedule, like your work schedule. So for me,
I wanted to get into that.
I have basically my morning snack is like, it's not a snack, it's kind of a mini meal because it's literally like a meal. It's almost not even a mini meal. It's another meal.
Right.
And then in the afternoon, I usually have like just a fruit as my snack because it's all I have time for. And it's literally something to just kind of carry me through. So I'll kind of break it down in perspective for myself. I don't like to train fasted, and that's a personal preference because people who say you should train fasted, like again, speaking absolutes, I don't prefer to train fasted because I don't feel like I have enough endurance, stamina, and my performance goes down because I'm in the gym lifting pretty heavy. So I kind of need that fuel. So I will typically, let me take you through like what my normal like eating has looked like recently. I'll have like a sourdough English muffin with a smear of peanut butter and a little dollop of honey, and then my protein coffee. That's essentially meal one for me.
Yeah, kind of like a snack. If you were to define it, it would be more.
It would
like,
probably be like
fit
a
into
morning
a snack.
Yeah. So then I'll go do my workout. I'll get into work, and I've had to time my meals out strategically, not because it's what the people are saying, but because I was running into a hiccup. And I've talked about this before. So I get into work about 8:30. I start my morning. I try to have my next meal, which is 2 little mini breakfast burritos with with 2 eggs and some egg whites in the Carb Smart tortilla because it's not because of the carbs, but because of the fiber. Yes. There's like 12 or 14 grams of fiber in one tortilla. So with those 2 burritos, I'm already hitting my fiber goal for the day, and I don't even have to think about it. So that will be my next meal. And I try to have that around 9 o'clock, 10-ish, because then I take my lunch break. So I was originally eating at like 12:30 because that's my lunch break. I can't adjust my lunch break. But then I was finding that because I wasn't getting another full like mini meal after my lunch until dinner time, I was starting to have like binge moments when I got home. So this is where meal timing for me mattered. Yeah. So I've ended up having to push my lunch to about 1:15, scarf it down before I have to clock back in. But usually I don't always have a patient waiting. Sometimes I do, but either way, I'm the only tech there, so I can kind of finagle my time. Like if I just kind of have to shut it down for about 10 minutes so I can eat, then so be it. But I've had to push my meal later just because I don't have time in the afternoon to shut it down to have another mini meal. So that's where meal timing works for me. And then I come home and then I'm not eating as soon as I get home because I'm so OCD, I guess type A. Like I want to get everything done before I sit down and eat. which is that everything getting done is make sure the kitchen is cleared, make sure our meals are prepared for the next day, because we take all of our meals to work, and then I'll sit down and eat. So I was going from about, when I wasn't timing it properly, like eating at 12:30 to not eating until 6 o'clock at night. And that's a huge gap where only fruit is going to tide me over. Yes. Because it's not well-rounded. Yes, am I getting my carbs and my fiber? Yes. But there's no fats with it. There's no protein with it. So
but that's okay, because that's what works, right? For you.
Yes.
That's okay. Like, would we
that's where
prefer?
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. So I'll just give you a couple examples right now of clients. So one, she's in a fat loss phase, and okay, listen, I'm going to back this up. Rewind. Meal timing. Yes. Is it good to be consistent? For sure. Physiological benefits, hunger cues, all of that, for sure. But now let's move away from all of these, like, scientific, I don't know, like facts. And
because there's people who say, like, meal timing, you should eat every 2 hours, or you should do this, this. No, but it can't be cut and dry like that. It has to work for you.
Yes. And even although there are some benefits, yes, we understand all of that. But it all comes back to, like you said, you have to work within the parameters of your life. One of my clients is in a fat loss phase. She has 2 kids in high school. And she was finding, like, eating early in the morning, because her days are long, shuttling kids to and from activities, her work, commuting. And in the States, clearly, you're spending a long time commuting, right?
Yes.
For a lot of people. Here, I mean, I don't really have a commute, and where I live, it's really cool. Like, it's just not as long as other places. And so it's like, okay, what can we do? And, and so she decided this is, and it was all trial and error. It didn't happen right away. It happened over a, like, 3, 4, 5, 6 week period in the fat loss phase to find a system that works for her. But she's also been finding that with the past year that she's been working with me. And so what she did was, like, in the morning, she's like, and she's brown, so she's going to have her cha. So she has her tea in the morning, and she'll just have one of her biscuits. Before, it was 2 or 3. And so we talked about, the calories and where we can reduce. Okay, she'll just have one biscuit with her cha. That will tie her over up until about, like, 9, 10 o'clock, where then she has her breakfast. And now she's delayed that, having her breakfast at 10, having her dinner around, or lunch around 1 or 2. That way, when she gets home, it's like kind of like what you were talking about, similar, because all of our lives, we're busy. We have kids. We have to prep dinner. We have to come home. You have that gap between, lunch and dinner. So what's going to tie you over? And so because she was having lunch now around 2, now that kind of holds her over. She can have a small snack in between, and she can have dinner with her kids, because her kids, her family, they like to eat dinner later around 8 o'clock. And she wants to eat with them. And that's okay. Right? And so she does. And so now this is what she's found that works for her. Great. Another one of my clients is postpartum. Her baby's like 3 months old, and she wanted to try out, like, 3 meals a day, and she's like, I just kind of want to do that. I just want to see. I grew up like that. My parents ate like that. Cool. Let's try it. Tried it for a week. Didn't work. Okay. I think I'm better off just the way with her life is. She's like, I don't really have time to prepare meals and spend that time, because my kid is demanding. Like, I need to tend to my kid whenever, it's a baby, right? Like, I need to feed my kid. I need to burp my kid. Maybe my kid threw up. So she's like, I'm good with the 3 meals and 2 snacks. And she likes snacking in the evening, like sitting down, relaxing once she's put her kids to bed. Cool. That works for you. Right? So you see this stuff, you have these stories, these narratives in your head that this is what I want to do. Maybe this is what I saw. Maybe this is what someone said was ideal and optimal. We're not talking about ideal and optimal here. Like,
no,
we still need to nail down our basics and consistency. And I think I saw someone's post today, but we talk about this all the time before you can even get to that optimization stage, right? And so this is where meal timing depends, and it has to fit the parameters of your life. That flexibility allows it to be sustainable. That's it.
But think about it, though. Optimal, okay? Optimal, you can look at it so many different ways. What is optimal, right?
Exactly.
In my opinion, in reference to meal timing, eating, and snacking, optimal is what works for you, what still gets you
Exactly.
to a point where you're hitting all of your targets and being well fed and well fueled. To me, that is optimal. So
Yeah.
whatever that looks like, that's up to you if you're only working with yourself to figure that out, or you and your coach if you have a coach. And it's going to be trial and error, because again, like, I didn't know either. Like, because for a very long time, me eating the way I was eating worked. It didn't matter. Then there came a time where I'm like, ooh, this ain't working out. So you got to adjust, you got to pivot, you got to figure it out. And you have to be patient enough to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. And for me, I found like, of course, having bigger meals, lunch, breakfast, dinner. But sometimes my days, yeah, I work from home, whatever. But sometimes my days, like, I don't have time to eat a snack between lunch and dinner. So those days where I'm rushing, doing things, have appointments, whatever. Sometimes I'm having dinner at 4:30 with my kids, right? So I skip
Mm-hmm.
that afternoon snack. And cool. That's what works. Sometimes I have time, so I will have an afternoon snack, but then I don't have dinner till later. And I always, for the most part, always leave room for something sweet in the evening. And in maintenance, it's usually about 200 calories. In a deficit, it's about 100 calories. That's what works for me. I like having my sweet treat. Yeah, someone can say, is that just something that, you're used to? Is it habit based? It could be, but is that such a bad thing? No,
No,
especially when, no, exactly, right? Like, that's
it's
what,
what pleases you. I mean, because
yeah,
here's the thing is, we are considered general lay population. We
yeah,
don't have a desire, I've said it before, to hit the stage. We don't have very like super, super specific goals that require us to, be like so just in tune with everything. Like, it's
right.
okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we're not, you're not, none of us are sitting here wanting to be on stage or looking
No,
like,
or be like, two-digit percent body fat. Like, I'm good.
exactly,
Or I guess I shouldn't say
exactly.
2-digit, because I mean 20%. That didn't make
Well,
any sense.
okay.
But you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
Like,
like the
under,
lower body fat
yes. I
percentages,
don't I
right?
don't
And
care to
that,
do that. I choose to be happy. I choose my happiness.
yes, yes. I mean, not to say
I
they're
choose
not happy,
flexibility.
but I
No,
mean,
but
if you
let's
ain't
be honest
having,
though. Let's be
yeah.
honest. I saw a post about somebody stating basically like kind of calling out that culture, because now I saw somebody say something about, oh, it was Beth Bacon, how the whole what did she call it? The super skinny Coke era is coming back, where like these people are trying to be
Oh.
just so like so skinny.
Oh my
Um
God. Can I just please interject? And
yes, yes, yes,
you
yes,
can
yes,
continue
yes.
your thought.
No,
I
go,
just
go.
finished watching Sunset. What is that? Sunset,
Shaza Sunset? Oh,
Selling
Selling Sunset.
Sunset.
Okay.
Yeah. Girl, and I'm not going to make any assumptions. I'm not saying it's like GLP-1 related. I don't know, but these girls are like stick skinny.
Like like they look like they're wasting away.
Yeah, like just bones, like
Yeah.
so. And I am just like, whoa,
Well,
what
supposedly that
happened
era
here?
is starting to
That's
recirculate
so,
back. Yeah.
please talk about that, because that's kind of what, like, just I was thinking about as soon as you said that, because I was
Hmm.
watching that. I'm like, really? Like, what's happened? Like, is this
Well,
supposed to
because I
be
guess there's like a
attractive?
whole slew of posts going through, like of people just wanting to look basically like cokehead skinny.
That's
And if you
nuts
remember
to
that, like,
me.
yeah, because you remember those eras where the
Yeah.
models were just like, you could see their hip, but like their pelvic
Yeah,
bones,
yeah,
because
yeah,
they were
yeah.
so skinny.
But this is what I'm seeing now. Like, all of a
Yeah.
sudden, this is like, and
But
I don't
even the
know what.
AI, the people who are AIing themselves,
Yeah.
where they're like so super thin and flat and just skinny, and it's like
Are using
it's
filters?
so,
Yeah.
yeah, it's so sad, because like we are really trying, we
To
us, our
move away
colleagues,
from that.
to move away from that, to promote like being happy and strong. Like, do we want to be thin or fit? Yes, but it's not about like sacrificing your health and your wellness over it. It's not about you allowing it to consume your thoughts, and that's all it is about you. Like, that becomes your whole entire identity. And so, going back to that, where was I lost my thought here.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's
Chloe.
okay. Oh, okay. So going back to another thought that I had about that. So somebody had posted about that and showed that, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, because like my algorithm doesn't show me too much of that. But like they also somebody else pointed out that, and it was a male actually. They were like, yo, ladies, all of you that are chasing like 15% body fat, 20% body fat, like don't let those people fool you because they're probably very unhappy
Yeah.
because they realize they don't have the flexibility that they want. That they have to be rigid. They have to be very like specific with everything that they do. So you got to realize like there's a cost benefit to
The
everything. Like,
sacrifices and the concessions you have to make, like it's
yes,
huge, and I
I'm good
know
with just
that.
walking into a room looking fit. Like, there's no
Yes,
denying
like,
it. When I walk into a room, people are like, fuck, she works out. She fucking takes care of herself. And I'm good with
yeah,
that. Do I have some fluff? Yes, I'm good with that though, too. Because guess what I get to do
exactly.
today? Have a froyo party. And no, we
Yes,
didn't do sugar-free
yes,
pudding. We did the full sugar pudding. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't have to worry about stuff like that because I'm good. I'm
no.
good where I'm at. Do I want to, do I still want to try to up the ante and fine tune it? Yes. If it doesn't happen, am I going to be like crashing out? No.
I think you said something really, I kind of want to point out there, really important. Do we want, okay, we're not hating on thin.
No.
What we're promoting is thin and like, not even promoting,
Healthy.
like how advocating for healthy and strong and whatever that looks like for your body. Because it's gonna be different. And Carmi and I have
Mm-hmm.
talked about this. Like, we're similar in height. I mean, like similar, but similar in weight, but we look completely different. And that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Like, you have to be, you gotta be okay with you.
You got to
and
work within
and
your own parameters, which is what God gave you too, though. You have to
exactly,
take that into consideration 1,000%.
like,
Like,
I
I'll give
don't
it to,
want to look like that. Maybe at one point when I was obsessed and brainwashed by diet culture, like,
mm-hmm,
oh yeah, that's what I need to
because
look
we thought that
like.
was the norm.
No, I don't want to look like that. I don't want to look like anything. I just want to look like what I want to look like
I want
for
to look like I'm
me.
happy and thriving, not like I've just
Healthy,
been doing
strong.
lines and haven't eaten and
Exactly.
slept.
Yes. And and some of the stuff that you see, like these people that are drinking wine and like these desperate housewives. I remember these reality shows. I don't even watch them anymore, but there was a time where I did.
Yeah.
And they're just drinking all the time. They're on pills and Xanax and this and that, and they're
Mm-hmm.
not eating. Like,
Yeah.
we have to
And you
remember, you're
wonder,
not seeing the whole picture.
but that's kind of crazy that you point that out because like they're drinking bottles of wine, they're gathered, right? Eating whatever shit that there is, drinking whatever shit that there is, but they're on Xanax and
Yeah.
Adderall and whatever else that there is. But makes you wonder, would they need that if they started prioritizing their health and wellness
Or just like, yeah, like
or put the
diving
booze
deep
down?
into their shit. Like, yeah, like,
No,
what are
just
they
kidding.
escaping from?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? But yeah, we see this stuff, and it's just yeah, it's just bullshit.
It is.
I'm so
It is
mad.
because it's such a terrible narrative for females.
It is.
Because again, like I said it, like my kids are part of my why because I know what we were subjected to growing up. And
Yeah.
I'll be damned if my kids get subjected to that. Are they going to see it? Yes. But do I hope that I've educated them enough when they become older to be able to deduce like this is bullshit? Like this is not how mom looks great. This is not how mom came about it. Mom looks great. That's not what she's promoting. Like I want
Mm-hmm.
them to be smart. Like, will they
Mm-hmm.
think about it? Yes, because even you and I, as we consume it as consumers, we're like, huh. But then our logical side steps in and we're like, no, that's stupid. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
want that for my kids when they're like, huh,
Mm-hmm.
oh no, no, no. Mom
Yeah.
would mom would
Yeah.
never sign off on that. Mom would think that's total bullshit.
Because so much of it comes from modeling, and a lot of all of our thoughts and feelings and the things that we our beliefs, they come from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We were
Yeah.
taught, we saw it. It's not something that just popped up out of thin air.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so
Yes.
Oh, we got to rewire that brain, ladies and gents.
But we do, though. It is, though. It takes work. It takes work. And that's what people don't realize is that you can't just wake up one day and be like, my brain, I'm thinking completely different. No,
No,
that
it's
fucking
so
takes
much work.
It
Oh
takes
my
a
gosh, my
lot of
sister and I
work.
were just talking about it. And my sister, like, she just finished her, like, I think her master's or something in counseling, and like we're both on similar journeys where, you know, we've done a lot of inner healing and all of that, and so we actually converse a lot about these types of things. And it's just crazy how, and we were just talking about like rewiring the brain, and it's just a
Mm-hmm.
practice, right? It's a
It
practice,
is.
and you have to show yourself. You make that choice every day. You do something different, you know,
Mm-hmm.
than what you would normally. And that's how you rewire your brain. So if you're thinking like that's what you should look like, no, change that. Change that.
Yeah.
That's not what you should look like.
Yeah.
You
Because
should
you
look
know
like
what?
you.
You know what's funny is because you're talking about it with your sister and like we're all brown, right? Because I think
Yeah.
honestly, this is a very huge point for other cultures, right? Because we come in and we think that we're supposed to abide by Western culture's beauty standards.
Hmm.
And so it's funny that you brought that up because it just made me think about something. My husband sent me something. Do you know who Cheryl Burke is? She's on Dancing with the Stars.
No, I don't.
Okay, well,
Can't think of.
I'll have you look her up later. So
Yeah.
she's on Dancing with the Stars. She's Filipina.
Okay.
And my husband sent me a post, and she has gone through so much plastic surgery to become unrecognizable. And they're critiquing her because she went from looking like a typical Filipina person with all the features to now has had so much work done to basically fit Western beauty standards.
Dude,
and
she
is now
looks white.
unrecognizable. Boom. So it's not that she looks terrible, but it's just how
No,
sad is that you have had to change your body so much to live in this what you think you're supposed to live into. Like she was beautiful. There was nothing wrong with her.
Still is. She still
I
is.
went, what in the
like,
body
why?
dysmorphia happened here?
Wow. Well, I mean, we can have another whole podcast on that, but yeah, I mean, I know we went way off
but
topic,
it's just
but like,
so
it's just
no, it's all relevant though. To be honest,
it's all
with
related.
you.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's all relevant
Because
and
a
it's
lot of these people
now.
too, we can talk about meal timing, but like if you're not eating, that's another problem. If you're not eating because you think you're not supposed to be eating, like that's an issue. That is an issue. You are supposed to be fueled and fed.
Yes, and that means start fucking eating, man. Start having something. And if you're not having breakfast right now, like cool, like just have something small, you know. And if you don't feel like it, then don't. But like, let's just work on, right? Like it's still.
But that's meal timing though too. If you're just not a breakfast person, because I have people who are not breakfast people. Yeah, cool. But have something. Okay, so the something is a protein coffee and maybe like a piece of fruit. Awesome.
Yes.
It's something in your belly. That is amazing. I'm happy. And then if you don't want to have your first big meal until like 11 o'clock, cool. I'm okay with that.
And I have a client actually, she was just saying she's very petite. So her, calorie range is a lot lower than others. But she tried the 3 meals a day and she's like, Dal, this isn't working for me. I'm like, cool. She's like, I'm just going to stick to 2 meals. I'm like, cool. And she's like, I'm not hungry in the morning. So I'm like, okay, cool. And she's like, yeah. And she goes, if I am though, I'll have breakfast at 9. But if I'm not, sometimes I'm not having breakfast till like 10:30 or whatever. I'm like, okay. And she's like, then I'll just, I'll wake up though, I'll have my tea and stuff. Okay. If it works for you, as long as we're not living in this box of rules we think we should be abiding by because we feel like, a sense of control or, this is what's gonna do it for me.
Or this
right?
is what they told me I should
This is
do.
what is successful. This is what being disciplined means. This is what, no. Let's find what works for you. And like, so if you're eating she's like, if I eat my dinner later, then I'm less hungry in the morning. Yes, that fucking makes sense. Like if I'm one day, if I'm eating above maintenance and, we've gone out, so it's a bigger meal. Yeah. Sometimes in the morning when I get up, I'm not hungry, but most days I'm starving. Right. And so, but we're paying attention to our hunger cues and you're understanding your body. You're aware of what's going on and you're learning this as you go through the process, just trial and error and being educated by your coach, right?
But it's our job too as the coach to help work with them on what they can do. Because God forbid, like if I'm like, no, you can't have 2 meals. Like, why are we trying to change this lady? Like, let's work with what she can work with. And if that's what it
And
is, then that's what it is. Because even for me on the weekends, I'm very, very planned out Monday through Friday. And on the weekends, for example, yesterday, I only ate twice. But was my last meal a very big meal because we ate out? Yeah. But it
yeah,
still worked for me. It's okay. It's fine. You got to work within your parameters, like you say. And like,
yeah,
we can't force somebody to do something, because if it just doesn't work, because then that's where now our clients are going to be miserable. My coach said I have to. No, you
yeah.
don't.
No, you don't. Yes. Do we want to work
This coach
within certain
says you do it how
guidelines?
you need to do it. As long as we're
Yeah.
hitting those numbers and you feel good, cool. I'm
Cool.
happy.
Exactly. 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 So, not meal timing, what your meal should look like, snacks, all of this, like it's just gonna depend on you and your
Mm-hmm.
life. Just stop paying
Mm-hmm.
attention to these black and white
Mm-hmm.
statements. Maybe in the past, maybe you do subscribe to them because in the past, following a set of rigid rules worked, air quotes, obviously,
But
because
did
it
it?
only worked for that defined period of time.
But for
And
me,
then they
it's like it.
don't.
For me, that's like it didn't, though, because if it
It
didn't
didn't. That's what I'm
provide
saying. And
any
then they
kind of
don't.
longevity for it, then it
Yeah.
didn't. You
Yeah.
think it worked, but it didn't, because you didn't provide any foundational
Learn.
habits for yourself, nor did you learn anything.
You didn't learn anything. That's just it. Like I had a client that said, "Hey, like, oh, is my weight loss isn't fast enough." I'm like, "Okay, let's talk about
But
that."
according to whom?
Yeah, according to whom, and let's talk about that, right? And it's just like, okay, so you get it off in 3 months, but what would you have learned in those 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I mean, there's
To
so many
live by a
different
specific
variables to
set of
consider.
rules. Yeah, and and that's just to help. Like as a coach, it's just to help bring you awareness, and it's okay. And maybe that's a preconceived belief that you come with. I
Mm-hmm.
did too, and that's why, like Carmi and I, both of us have. We always come to you, our client, to you, our audience, with compassion,
Mm-hmm.
kindness, and also understanding that it's about a lot more, and and just meeting you where you're at. That's it. That's what
Yeah,
it's all
that's
about.
the biggest thing. And I think that more coaches need to understand that, because I think that that's why some people have a hard time buying into the coaching process, because they either think that we're going to give them the set plan and say you have to abide by it, or they've
Yeah.
had a coaching experience that's happened, and then they ended up feeling like a failure because the coach had no flexibility, had no means to be able to work with that client within their parameters. Because
Right.
I mean, coaching is not cut and dry.
No.
You need to have the soft skills. You need to understand people also. And
Yeah.
that's where, like, yes, is the coaching space saturated? Yeah. But is it saturated with decent coaches? Probably not.
No. 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 Exactly. Exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I
Not
guess
really, but sorry.
no, there wasn't. I mean, yeah, I know we've talked here for an hour. We went into a lot of different branched off. But at the end of the day, like there's not a lot to really get into because yes, it's context, but
Mm-hmm.
really, it's just do what works for you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we just want to follow a said like just guidelines, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Carmi and I talk about it all the time, like the protein, the fiber, the 80% nutrient dense food, 20% fun food, treats, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But really, like that's why there's really no specific examples except for
Mm-hmm.
what we kind of provided you with our clients ourselves. And yeah, just
Yeah.
start there, meet yourself where you're at, and let go of the rules
Yeah. If you're
and
disappointed and you're like,
rigidity.
oh, they're going to give us the blueprint, that is the blueprint. Fuck around and go
Right.
find out. I mean, if you
Yeah.
really want some kind of set of guidelines, for me, what I do with my clients when we set up like meal stuff is, how many times a day can you realistically eat? Because everybody's
There you go.
busy, right?
Yeah.
Let's
What
start
does your
there.
life look like? Let's start
Yes.
where your life looks like.
Yes.
And,
If you only
you
have
know,
time to eat 2 times a day, okay, well, let's have 2 meals and then let's maybe throw a protein shake in there somewhere along the way. Like that's
right.
again, that's where it's going to be trial and error and a science experiment. So
Exactly.
start there. Assess your life, assess how busy your life is, and assess how many meals you can actually eat within a day. Go there.
Done. Mic drop. No, just kidding. All right. Okay. With that, we're going to conclude it here. Thank you for listening, tuning in. If you loved this episode, because it's love, not like.
Because you love every dang episode.
Yes. I was gonna say share, comment, I don't know, all that
Like,
stuff.
subscribe, do all the things.
Yes. Please do all the
Share
things.
it with the world. Repost it.
Until
Because I can't boost our post, like our reels, because it has the Riverside mark on it, watermark. Because I tried.
Oh shit.
But it is what
That's okay. That's okay. We don't need to.
I just boost my other posts so people will find our post.
Oh, nice. Look at you. Working the system.
Because basically that's what I've been doing. I've been boosting some of my reels so that like either before or after our reel, because then they go to my page and then like it makes them look at all our other stuff.
Nice.
I got us, girl. I got us.
Awesome. You got my bag, our bags. All right. Okay, with that, we'll conclude it here and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.